Hey, Aubrey, how are you?
Hello, Michelle. This is so fun that you and I are on the mic. Lindsay's out for a little bit, but you'll still be hearing her voice. We are excited for her, and I'm excited to record with you, Michelle.
Yes, we're going to have a lot of fun. But Aubrey, are you a fan of the Beatles?
I am a huge Beatles fan. My
Yeah.
parents were Beatles fans. My husband, my kids, everybody loves the Beatles. And I feel like more than any other band, I could name a Beatles song and I could karaoke it pretty easily. Like, what about
Nice.
you?
Yeah, I mean, I used to sing Beatles song with my son just for him to go to sleep, and
Yes, Blackbird
yeah.
on Boss Baby is so sweet. They started
Oh,
singing
oh,
Blackbird when it
yes,
was
I
on
know
Boss
it.
Baby.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, we
so
did
cute.
In My Life, I Want to Hold Your Hand, all
Yes.
of these things.
Oh.
Do you have a favorite song?
Probably I will. And it's like, who knows how long I've loved you. You know I love you
Oh,
still. Would I wait a
oh,
lonely lifetime if you want me to? I will. I can't sing it,
oh.
but I can quote it. It's the most beautiful
Yeah.
song. If you're unfamiliar with I Will by the
Okay.
Beatles, I think it's on the White album.
Okay.
It's just so beautiful. What
Yeah.
about you? Favorite Beatles song?
It's hard to choose, but I
I
do really
know.
love In My Life. I
Oh, that
really
one's
do love that
amazing.
song.
Yes. And all of the
Yeah.
movies and everything in culture. Yesterday was such a great film, like paying tribute to, I don't know if you
Mhm.
saw that, but it was like, what would the world be like if the Beatles had never been a band? And it's such a great
Mm.
movie. I've seen it so many times, actually.
Oh wow, that's awesome. So, I mean, I'm guessing, you know about Beatlemania, right? I mean, I know like my
Absolutely.
parents were, into the Beatles and they experienced Beatlemania. So today we're actually going to talk not so much about the Beatles, but we can. We're going to talk about the suffix mania. And this is a really interesting one because it can apply to many different things. So,
Yes.
guys, hit follow wherever you're listening to the All Ears English podcast so you never miss anything. All right, Aubrey. So you should be able to tell us, what is Beatlemania?
Yeah, so this happened in the 60s, in the
Mhm.
1960s, when everyone was so wild for the Beatles, obsessed. It was a cultural phenomenon and formerly known as Beatlemania. Fans
Yeah.
would wait in droves, huge crowds waiting for them to come in at an airport or their concerts. People were fainting, like they were so passionate, and there's nothing like that now. Like their Swifties are intense, but they're not fainting, right?
I guess I don't know for sure, but yeah, I mean,
Maybe from heat
certainly,
exhaustion, but
yeah,
not from like being so
yeah.
emotionally invested in a famous person.
Yeah, I mean,
Interesting.
Beatlemania is definitely known as just like this really iconic time period, and a cultural phenomenon that happened. So I mean, but so Aubrey, what is mania? Let's kind of deconstruct this.
Yeah, sort of obsessiveness, I would say. I think of WrestleMania, which is just sort of a fun
That's
name
exactly.
for like
Yep.
people who like the name for the actual event of going to like these wrestling spectacles, right? But it's
Yep.
when you talk about like mania specifically is a technical term for an
Yeah.
obsession for something, right?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, but it can be used also in like kind of a more medical way about a compulsion, an
Mm,
obsession, things like that. So, we're going to talk about this more. But yeah, exactly. Like WrestleMania, that's a really good example. Sometimes it's just kind of a fun title, right? People are obsessed with it. There's some sort of craze. But I also looked up some other interesting ones. So there's bibliomania,
mm,
which
for
is
books?
yep,
Yeah.
obsessed with books. And this is interesting. Every time I looked up mania, it came up with tulip mania, which was apparently Dutch
Interesting.
and about tulips in the 1600s.
Okay. And still, people now, I know a lot of people go to Holland, the Netherlands to see the tulips.
Right.
And you could call them, tulip crazed or be like, oh, it's tulip mania time when you have a friend that, like, that's all they want to do is go see the tulips.
Exactly. So you can say what it is and then
Hmm.
add the word mania. So Aubrey, essentially is what you're saying, could you make your own word?
Yeah, definitely. Often I would shorten the initial word. Like I wouldn't say chocolate mania. I'd say maybe like choco
Chalkmania,
maniac. Kind of like we say
Chalkomania.
chocoholic. We'll
Yeah,
shorten the first word, especially if it's longer, because otherwise
yeah.
it's too many syllables feel
Too
strange.
much.
Yeah.
Too much. Right.
Mhm.
Right. Especially if it's a longer one. I mean, I would say, like, for example, I could say right now I'm experiencing Kindle mania, right? I got a
Yes.
Kindle. I'm starting to read more. I just want to sit and read. And I
That's
can't.
awesome.
But so I could say, oh yeah, and I took total I mean, it's interesting because you wouldn't say like I have Beatlemania. It's more like that was the name of the actual, it kind of became this formal name,
Right.
right?
It's sort of a name for a phenomenon. So, yeah,
Right.
it is specific the way we use it. A lot of ways sounds strange to me, right? If I try to think of
Right.
something I love, volleyball's a good example. I would never be like, I have volleyball mania.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
if the entire culture,
Yeah.
for some reason, became obsessed with volleyball, like sometimes during the Olympics when the sand volleyball players are so good and people get
Uh-huh,
really
uh-huh.
excited about it, then we might be like, maybe would name the certain person, would be like, we have
Right.
Carrie Mania because we're like
Right.
obsessed with this athlete who's amazing, right? Would use
I
it
think
playfully
that's,
that way.
yeah. I think that's a really good point. I do agree. It feels less awkward. It feels a little awkward to say there's this mania like amongst myself, because mania generally I would say we do think of it, if you're going to make this up, right, if you're going to use your make up your own word, yeah, I think it is when it's kind of a big cultural thing, a lot of people are involved in it, a lot of people
Right.
are excited about it, so
Right. I think it
yeah,
would even be
yeah,
really uncommon for someone, for example, to say, I have Kindle mania. You would just be
right,
like, I'm obsessed with my Kindle. I
right,
can't put it down, right? There are other ways would say it. If the culture in general, like everyone has a Kindle all of
everybody,
a sudden,
yes,
then you might be like, we have Kindle mania. It's bigger.
well,
It
I
seems
mean,
like it's more about a group of people, right?
yeah, I agree with you. I think that that's a really good point. And yeah, I mean it makes me think of, when iPhones, when they used to come out and it was just this big, everybody'd be waiting in line. I don't even know if they do that anymore, but you could say, "Oh, it's Apple Mania or iPhone Mania."
Absolutely.
That you might hear that on the news even if somebody's doing, a little piece about it, a lifestyle piece on the news. So very interesting.
Yeah. So I would say it's
Um
less about an individual and more about a group phenomenon. You can use it playfully for an individual, absolutely. But in general, to
right,
tack on mania at the end of something, you're
for
saying
sure.
that a lot of people are obsessed with it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. All right. So we will talk more about this after the break.
Hey, quick question. Do you want to feel more confident when you speak English? If so, we made a free guide for you. It'll help you avoid those common mistakes and start speaking more naturally in real conversations. Go grab it in the description below. And if this is helpful for you, make sure that you like and subscribe. We're here 5 times a week to help you connect in English.
Okay. So, but as we kind of touched on briefly a moment ago, it can also be used about a medical or a mental health condition. So, for example, I mean, kleptomania is the urge to steal. A person who has this is a kleptomaniac.
Yes. And this
Um,
is interesting because this is about the individual. So
exactly.
it's used very differently here when it's an obsession or a mental health condition that one person could have.
Right. So it's almost like when it's a more formal
Medical term,
yeah,
right?
medical term, that's more individual. So then there's also pyromania, right?
Yeah, which is
Which
the
is
desire to start fires. So a person that has this desire is a pyromaniac. And of course,
Mhm.
we use these very often to exaggerate. I remember my little brother, we always called a pyromaniac because he just wanted to start the fire when we were camping. And then he would want to play in it and poke, and it would be like, you're such a pyromaniac. He, of course, wasn't really a pyromaniac that had this obsession. He just liked fire, like a little, like young boys often do, or girls,
Yes,
young
yes.
kids. It's like, ooh, fire.
Yes, exactly. And yeah, it is interesting how sometimes we do for that type of thing, or even kleptomania, I mean, people do, whether or not it's PC or okay to say that you will hear people saying
Yeah.
things like, I
To
mean, I can
exaggerate.
imagine, right, if somebody accidentally steals like they walk out of a store and they realize that they had something in their bag that they were holding or something like that. They were just looking at it and they accidentally, and then, I could see them
Maybe,
saying to
yeah.
their friend, sorry, I'm a kleptomaniac, but
Or you could
again,
joke about it if like someone takes a cookie from like your package of cookies without asking. You'd be like, you are such a kleptomaniac because you're accusing
yeah,
them of stealing it without asking,
yeah.
but just in a playful, fun way.
Right. And sometimes people even just shorten it to klepto, right?
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
which and
So,
pyro. Be like, oh, you're a
yeah.
pyro or you're a
Yeah.
klepto, and it's short for those.
But of course, these can get sensitive. So be careful with these, because if somebody actually does know somebody with that condition,
That's a good point.
it could, it is
Might be
kind of
triggering.
poking fun. It is poking fun at a mental health condition. So maybe be careful with these, but it's good to know in case you hear them. So I wouldn't run around and start saying those as a joke right now.
Yeah, maybe with very
Um,
close friends where you're very confident that that's not a
right.
concern or not something that would offend them. But yeah, that's true. You wouldn't say it to just a coworker that you don't know well.
Right, exactly. Then there's also, I don't even know how to say this one.
Trichotillomania?
Trichotillomania. Yeah,
Trichotillomania. Oh,
trichotillomania
never
is the
heard of this. I guess it's the urge to pull out hair. I know
yeah.
people who either have the urge to pull out the hair on their head or like eyelashes or
Yep.
eyebrows. So that's
Yep.
very common, I think.
Yeah, so that's definitely yeah, a condition that people can struggle with. So but Aubrey, what are some other ways, if we're not going to say I have Kindle mania, right? We're not going to say that. So but what is a way to say that we're
Yeah,
really
good point.
interested
I
in
love
them?
that because yeah, we really don't use mania like that for individual things. We might say I'm on X kick, like I'm on a health kick, I'm on a Kindle kick, I'm on a
Yeah,
Netflix kick, meaning I
right.
like it a lot. I'm kind of obsessed with it. Mhm.
Exactly. Or I've caught the blank bug, right? Bug, like when a bug in this situation is kind of like the sickness, right? But here it's not, it's like a virus when we say a
Right.
bug, but we're not talking about an actual sickness here. For example, you could say, oh, I've caught the reading bug. Or if somebody really likes the show, oh, I've caught the nobody wants this bug, or
Yes.
something like that. You could say that.
And it's interesting because, like you said, bug is usually for an illness. So you would maybe assume this is for negative things that you're addicted to, but it's really not. I've caught the
Yeah.
reading bug. I've caught the French bug. If you're like really
Right.
excited about learning French, it is
Right.
actually usually for positive things.
Yeah, it is interesting. Yeah, that is very
Strange,
interesting.
right? Yeah.
Or one more is I'm going through an X phase, right? So I'm going through a horror movie phase. I'm going through a yoga phase, something like that.
Yeah. And this is like, I'm currently into it. I'm obsessed with it, but I know it's a phase. It's probably going to end.
Right. That's true. So why is this important for connection, do you think?
Oh, it's so fun to talk about the things we're really excited about right now. We get passionate about it and we want to hear what other people are excited about right now. So all of these phrases are the perfect way to share that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So should we do a role play?
Let's do it. Michelle and I are friends talking about our upcoming visit to Disneyland. My children actually just went to Disneyland. So this is top of
Oh.
mind. They went with their grandparents though, so have fun. It was actually really nice to not have to go.
Okay. Here we go. I'm on such a Disney kick right now. I can't wait.
Same. I'm rewatching all my favorites. I've definitely caught the Frozen bug.
Oh, I love that one. I remember when Frozen Mania was huge when it came out.
Yes. Now my daughter is going through a Moana phase.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
I actually really love Moana. It's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah. Well, I always say with the movies, because my kids do watch, but I always say I've seen all these movies both 1,000 times and not at all. That's what I always say, is because they're
You watch
always on
little
in the background,
pieces
but
here and there. Yes.
yeah, and so I'm like, this seems like a great movie.
Hmm.
I don't know what's happening because I
That's
am up
funny.
getting snack after snack after snack.
Right.
or putting the laundry in or something like that.
Mom
I
life.
don't often
That's
get to.
pretty
Yes,
common.
exactly. Exactly. So, all right. So I said I'm on such a Disney kick right now. So I'm really into Disney at this moment.
And then I said, I've definitely caught the frozen bug. So I'm naming one movie. Like, I really like it. We're watching it a lot, maybe. So I'm be like, I've caught the Moana bug. I've caught the frozen bug.
And then I said, "Oh, I love that one." And then I said, "I remember when Frozen Mania was huge when it came out." So that's something that you might say because it was a collective
Yes.
experience. Everybody obsessed with it, just let it go all the time. It hasn't really
hmm
ended, I feel.
No, it's
But
still going, right? With Frozen
yeah.
2 and of course, everyone's still the Disney princesses and Disneyland being such a big thing that it's died down some, but Frozen Mania is still a real thing.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
And then I said, my daughter's
Yeah.
going through a Moana phase. So here I'm like,
Yes.
she's watching it all the time, but it's probably a phase. It's probably going to die off. It'll be replaced with the next thing that she's obsessed over.
And kids have that a lot. I mean,
Absolutely.
you think they're gonna love Paw Patrol forever, and then one day, I don't
Suddenly,
like that.
it's
Yeah,
over. They replace it with something else. Yes. Oh,
exactly. And it's kind of sad, but it's okay. It's life. All right, guys. So head on over. We also did episode 2611. That was how to direct someone's attention with enthusiasm. So listen to
yes.
that one. Aubrey, what do you think takeaways for today?
Oh man, this is amazing. This is such a great connection episode. Phrases that you can use to talk about what you're really into right now, but new interesting ways to say that. So I'm excited for you to
Yeah.
connect, spark a conversation about what you're going through a phase of, what you've caught the bug for.
Love it. All right, Aubrey, this was so much fun. Thanks for talking about this with me today. And I'm going to go and listen to I Will by the Beatles.
Yes, do it. Everyone out there
All
listening. Oh, so good. Awesome. Thanks, Michelle.
right.
I will see you
Bye,
next time.
Aubrey. Thanks.
Bye.